Viewers, you are watching Vision for Success. Here with us, Council Member Dr. Cabrera. Yes, we are discussing about the affordable housing. So you are taking more initiative to have more affordable housing for the people?
Absolutely. So in the Jerome rezoning, the Jerome area, and there's other areas in the city that are being rezoned. And they're being rezoned so we can allow for more affordable housing. One of the things that I also would ask people who are watching us right now to go to the elected official's office. Often they will know if there's apartments available in the area as well. I also provided funding for people who are doing affordable housing projects to be able to build, because it has to make sense for the developer to be able to build it. He has to make some money, and at the same time, it has to be affordable. So if you're getting low rent and you still got to pay for the building, so through the funding that we provide, sometimes it balances it out. So in that way, we'll be able to help. But the key is to go to Housing Connect. Go to Housing Connect, and there you're going to be able to apply, and you get to select which borough you would like to have affordable housing.
So you are the chair of Juvenile Justice Committee. So what initiative actually under this committee is, what initiatives you have taken?
So right now I'm working in a very good initiative, which is to be able to provide mentors to the young people who go to the detention centers. We have 2 detention centers right now. We have also young people who are on Rikers Island who are 16 and 17 years old, who are now going to be under the youth Department of Justice, Juvenile Justice in the city. So now under the care of ACS. So now we're going to have more kids. But normally we have about 2,000 kids who go through detention. But in a given day, you may have, like right now, I think we have like 36 of them. Tomorrow might be 50, might be 25 the next day, because they might be only there for a couple of days. So, but what they need the most is a mentor. It's like a father, a mother figure who's there from day one. So right now, I'm working with the commissioner, Felipe Robles, to be able to bring nonprofit organizations, provide them mentors, so when they get out, they already know that mentor, and they don't go back to the gangs, they don't go back to selling drugs, and they'll be able to turn their lives around.
So you are also the co-chair of Gun Violence Task Force. So what actions you have taken?
So like I mentioned earlier, the Cure Violence Program, myself and Councilmember Germani Williams, we were the originators of this initiative. It was the only initiative that was able to pass during the recession. We were cutting programs, but the gang problem, which right now causes 75% of all the gun violence in the city. So if we take care of the gang problem, we'll take care of the gun problem. And so what we did is spend about $1 million alongside with the Mayor de Blasio and the City Council. We spent about $1 million for a 10-block radius. We found the 18 most difficult precincts in the city that had the biggest gun violence problems. And they go there, they're there at night, mainly at night, when the gang members are outside. Many of them are selling drugs, that's how they support themselves. And they be able to create peace. If there is a gun shooting, usually there's a gun shooting, there's going to be another one, because the other gang is going to have revenge. So they're able often to bring that down, work with the victims, for the families that were victimized through gun violence. And so it is the most effective gun violence program, the Cure Violence program that we have in the entire nation. There's nothing like it. If you go to Chicago right now, they have way more shootings and people who have died as a result. In the city, they only has like 3 million. We have 8.5 million people. It tells you how effective this program has been.
So you are a strong advocate for tenants, right?
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, I was the author of the Tenant Bill of Rights, and I was able to pass it to City Council, and the mayor signed it into law. And now in every building, you'll find the tenant bill of rights. And so this way, because a lot of tenants did not know their rights. And sometimes we have some landlords, not all of them, many of them are good landlords, but we have some that are not good. And they will take advantage, especially immigrants, people who have come here for the first time, they're scared. Perhaps they don't know the language very good, and these landlords take advantage of them. Now all the rights are listed and be able to know that they have help. And in my office, 70% of the people who come to my office is because of tenant issues.
So have you taken any initiative to reduce the rent of the, because that is the, it is burden to the tenant,
Yeah,
People
so
are-
that's a challenge because we can't, in the city, we can't do that because of free market. So, but what we did do for rent stabilized apartment, the mayor of the city of New York, alongside with all the advocates, they were able to get a rent freeze for all the rent stabilized apartment, which I believe is about 1 million of them. And so we're talking about a lot of help for the people who actually need it the most. Rents, the reality is they're going to go up as bills, as water bill goes up, the need for the landlord, it costs them more, the rent is going to go higher. It's just a reality. But, we passed on the state level, which started at the city council and the mayor. We at the state level passed the $15 minimum wage. So starting next year, even if somebody working in a fast food place is going to be able to make about $30,000 a year. So what we need to do really is to work in the income, raising the income, so they could choose to live wherever they want to live.
Yeah, we'll continue our discussion. We'll take a commercial break. Dear viewers, you're watching Vision for Success. Stay with us. We'll come back shortly.